There really is an easy button to build wealth. It's critical to understand that though it's an easy button, it's going to take time, it's going to take discipline, and it's going to take a system. And as you stay in here with me, I'm going to put meat to every one of those. Hey guys, my name's William V. Thompson, and I am a cash flow strategist. I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but I believe in systems, and by the grace of God, we built generational wealth. We did it through the system that you're going to learn. Now, if you like any kind of content like this, simply do a couple of things. One, subscribe. Very simple. All you have to do. And second of all, there's a link below that there's a free newsletter that will give you continual nuggets. So make sure you take advantage of that. And let's go on a journey together. You must conform to sound financial principles. Come on, jot that down. Now, there's a lot of principles that I want to give you, but because of the sake of time, I'm going to give you one of the most important ones. And this thing has to govern your mindset. And here it is. You must learn to run your personal finances like a highly successful business. I mean, that's it. You have to read books about how did Amazon get started back in the day? What about Microsoft? What about other companies? Read what their founders said about a mindset. Because remember, the only limitation you have in life is how you think. And every action that you do towards building wealth with the easy button, it all starts with the right mindset. You need to hear those stories of how they labored. You need to hear those stories of how they in turn took their personal finances and they had to get things in order. But the first principle, conform to sound financial principles, is you got to learn to run your personal finances like a successful business. If you miss that lesson, everything becomes more difficult. You got me? Step 2, control spending. Now, this is very important because I did promise you the easy button. Second thing you must do is you must learn that cash flow is the most powerful financial concept in the world. Come on, let's simplify it. I didn't say flipping houses. I didn't say building an online business. I didn't say tax lien certificates. I said cash flow. It is your cash flow that will determine how soon you build wealth. Let's talk about cash flow. So here are the 3 components of cash flow. Number 1, it's your inflows. Now, be mindful when you first get started, your inflows are going to come from your job. Don't get discouraged on me. That's the starting point. But we've done a video and a short, you need to find it, that talks about there are 8 sources of money from your job. Come on, let's start there. You're already there 8 hours a day. Let's get every dime out of your job. And then second of all, in that cash flow piece, let's find the side hustle. I'm going to talk about that some today. Find that side hustle that brings more money. That's inflow. And third of all, you're going to capture assets on sale. I'm going to give you one today and also in part 2. But you have to recognize there are 3 streams of income: your job, your side hustle, and the assets. But here's the one that most people miss out on in the whole cash flow model. It's your outflow. You have to control your spending. You have to reduce your expenses and debt. It's those things that mess you up. So you're increasing the top line, you're reducing the middle line, your outflow, and you're building the cash flow number. Think about this. It is cash flow that retires you, not your age. Come on, get that in your mind. It's not the amount of money that you make, but it's what's left over. And you have to leave here today, not tomorrow, today, to understand that cash flow is the most powerful financial concept. It will determine how quickly you build wealth. Third of all, you got to cut it. You have to cut it. There are really 3 things I want you to cut. 1, you have to cut your debt. Second of all, you have to cut your expenses. And third of all, you got to cut your time leaks. That's right. You got to cut, I'm going to call it TED in reverse. You got to cut time leaks. You got to cut expenses. You have to cut debt. Remember, I can't do that for you, but you can do it. Time leaks whereby you know you're wasting too much time watching TV, or wasting too much time sleeping, or hanging out with the fellas or the gals and they're talking about nothing. You got to cut that. You got to cut your expenses and your debt. If you get serious about building wealth, In the next 90 days between cutting your expenses and your debt, you could probably pick up easily $500 a month. Cut your eating out in half. Oh, I got you. Come on, let's be real. I know. If you simply better manage your time, begin to plan your meals a little better, you could cut your eating out in half. Guys, that's easily 500 plus your debt. The next one, number 4, is you have to create money. It comes from 2 basic sources. You need to find your passion and or a problem that you had that you have solved and you've become proficient in it. Mine was helping people with spending plans. It was boring, but I had mastered those to bring order to my finances. If you do that, use that side hustle, that should bring in you additional monies. And the 5th thing that you must do is you must capture assets. And you've learned from us by now that an asset is anything that makes you money with little to none of your involvement. 3 types of assets I'm going to give you. Number 1, the money that you got from cutting TED and the side hustle should be about $1,000 a month. It's boring. I told you, this is old school. I'm going to give you new school in part 2. Take that $1,000 and don't buy a fancy car. Take that $1,000 per month and put into an S&P 500 index. Yeah, I know you want to go to sleep on me, but I told you the easy button is here. This is old school. Second thing you want to do on your job, I know the job that you hate. You simply want to max the match. And then third of all, you want to catch one of my videos called Writing Covered Calls. That's where you keep your stocks from being lazy. The stocks that you own, we show you how to rent those stocks out and make money on a monthly basis. That's an asset. So there you have it, guys, those 5 points. Yes, it's an easy button to build wealth, and it does require a system. I've given you that. But now you have to add what? Discipline, as well as, yes, it requires discipline as well as time management. That's on you. Remember, this is only part 1, old school way of building wealth. I'm going to come back and do part 2 on the new school that builds wealth. If anything I said you enjoy, subscribe to this channel as well as the newsletter. Take advantage of this. It's free. It's full of content that will help you build generational wealth starting today. Have a great day and God bless you.